I usually look for the team with good balance, where one guy isn't doing everything. One guy can facilitate everything, but he can't do everything. So offense, defense, balance, and they gotta have a big shot maker.
You know, I look for unselfishness, guys playing with each other, mental toughness. No weak-minded team has ever won a championship, Ernie.
How about continuity, too? How about very little changeover from a team that was really good the previous year, may not have gone as far as they wanted, but returning the same bunch?
That helps.
Yeah. Well said.
No need to add anything to that.
Continuity. Yeah. Kevin Harlan knows all about that.
can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. It's all about the Eastern Conference. That's where the action is today as the Atlanta Hawks get ready to battle. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Orlando. Last season, they won all 4 games, showing complete dominance.
And well, they swept the season series against them last year, making it pretty clear how much separation exists between the two teams.
Yeah, Greg, I mean, one is a playoff team. The other, question mark, ... not so much. But things change, and you're only as good as your last win, so we'll see how they handle things tonight.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. The big men are Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Wright, and it's Isaac in at the small forward position. Here we are, Clark, opening night. It's officially upon us. I know you think it's important to get off to a good start, don't you?
But it's always best to get off to a nice start. It gives you confidence and gives you momentum that you can build on.
Vucevic is screen on Prince. Just 5 on the clock. Isaac misses off the left iron.
That's what they want. A good look from the mid-range game. Hey, but unfortunately they came up empty.
Right with it. Eric Bledsoe covering. Stolen by Bledsoe. One-on-one fast break. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Oh, that's great D there. A little petty larceny as he just picks his pocket and takes it coast to coast for the finish.
And that replay presented by Under Armour showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another unleashed chaos moment. Now here's Gordon. A wide open look here for Wright. And the second chance effort by Gordon. Gordon's got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, great hustle from Gordon using his patented vertical to sky up for the board.
Here's more. Great D that time from Vucevic.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
The shot's good from Fournier.
That's Fournier's specialty. The long-distance bomb that really hand-ties defense.
Here's more. Magic knocking down the track. 2 points. That one goes. Moore's got 5.
And setting the tone early with a strong move to the rack.
Now here's Wright. Fournier, that's for 2. Collins grabs the miss. There in the first. Just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Moore with the bucket.
An almost perfect start to this game. 4 for 5. They're rolling.
Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Isaac. Gordon kicks to Vucevic. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup.
It's obvious down in the paint is where Vucevic is most comfortable. Just utilizing the size and strength against anybody who tries to defend him.
And it's Moore penetrating. And the Hawks getting another basket right there. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Right against Bledsoe. Right, the pass to Fournier. Here's Isaac. Here's Gordon. And it's blocked. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep. You can't hit that time. And Atlanta will come the other way. Here's Bledsoe. And again, it's Atlanta.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Vucevic is screen on Bledsoe. And Wright kicks to Gordon. Dishes to Vucevic. With the defensive effort.
Well, at best, the defense was average. I mean, he must make sure to finish these layups. Got to make those.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Fournier's shot is off. Atlanta leading by 5. Goes up from the top of the key. And Towns the bucket on the assist for Moore. Moore's got 3 assists tonight.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
And for the Magic, they're shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. And now Moore pushing it up. No one back to stop him. A big dunk at the end of the break.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Vitally important. I mean, if you relax for a second, you're cooked. You're toast. They learned that lesson there.
And when I watch Eric Bledsoe, I really feel like he's at his best when he's kind of prodding a defense. So hard to keep away from the rim.
Look at that jam.
Now bring the thunder, rock that rim. You know, it's clear that Gordon is one of the best dunkers in the game. Always looking to bring the thunder.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Now the pass to Wright. Here's Isaac. Guarded by Bledsoe. Isaac misses. The Hawks leading by 9. Towns kicks to Moore. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
Yeah, and the execution, time and time again, right on point. They're running their offense to perfection.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. And Clark, when you look around the league today, is there a player that you watched and think, hey, yeah, that reminds me of how I used to play?
There are a number of guys that come to mind a little bit. Tobias Harris is an outstanding player, terrific young player and young man. Has a game similar to mine in that he's really versatile, does a lot of things well, not super flashy, but very productive. He comes to mind right off the top of my head currently.
New group here. Swanigan, he's checked in for Gordon. Mario Hezonja comes in for Isaac. Norman Powell's checked in for Evan Fournier. And Ulis subbed in for DeLon Wright. Ulis kicks to Hezonja. Magic moving the ball around. Swanigan the pass to Powell. Picked by Vucevic. Shot off the screen. Powell, that's good. Powell's got his first points of the night.
And those are 2 teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation. No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Hawks.
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
And he makes the first. Chris Bosh is checked in for time. And so Moore nails both of them. The Magic trail by 11. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I did speak earlier with the Magic's head coach. He said that interior presence is #1 on their list defensively. He told me that they have to make it difficult inside and close out the passing lanes to prevent easy looks in the paint. We'll see if that works for him, Kevin.
Thank you, David. He dishes it to McCollum. Shoots over Ulis. And McCollum the bucket on the assist from Moore.
How about the pass pressing. They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Powell with it. Pass to Swanigan. Just 5 to shoot over Davis. Swanigan no good.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
Vucevic is screen on McCollum. Pass to Swanigan. Here's Azania. Vucevic down low. Working on Bosch. Another miss by Orlando.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
The dish now to McCollum. Moore outside. Shoots over Powell. It's not going to go for him. The Magic go the other way with it. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And Hazonia clearly capable of knocking down the triple. I mean, his shooting form is as good as it gets.
And it's Moore penetrating. It's tipped. They recover it. Bosch, the screen. There's the three. No good from Moore.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just failed to capitalize.
Clearly a frustrating missed opportunity there. Perfect screen, got him the space he needed, but he bricked it.
And the Hawks making a change here. Grant's checked in. Ulis with it, working on Grant. Pass to Azania. Kick by Vucevic. Shot off the screen. Azania's shot is off. The Hawks leading by 13. Here's North. A rebound by Azania.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. It's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball.
The Hawks have a completely new group on the floor. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Vucevic. Isaac comes in for Hazonia. Evan Fournier's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Wright in for Ulis. So on the floor for Orlando, they've got Swanigan. Isaac out there with Gordon. Then it's Evan Fournier. And it's Wright in at the one spot.
Yes, he did. Having a big who can locate the open man the way Towns does puts a lot of pressure on the defense. You watch Karl Anthony Towns, and he just epitomizes the future of the NBA big man. Extremely versatile, gets it done inside and outside at both ends of the floor, and has a fluidity to his game that belies his size.
Prince lays it up off the glass. Prince has got his second bucket of the night.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Yeah, it's got to be terribly deflating for the opposition. Boy, they look helpless. Really getting beat up, physically and emotionally.
Gordon kicks to Fournier. 5 on the clock. There's a screen. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Fournier's got 5 points so far. And with Towns and him being the future of the NBA big men, the numbers he's put up at a young age are staggering. Clark just looks like a guard out there sometimes.
Well, there's a good reason for that, Kevin. Towns actually played guard before a big growth spurt. I think that clearly helped with his skills, and that's why he's so comfortable creating. It's a perfect situation for a guy like him to revolutionize what a low block player can do.
Pass to Isaac. The three. Drills the three-pointer.
Man, I like the deep ball of Isaac there, man. Has good touch for a big fella. And he shoots it with confidence.
And Moore kicks to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
And how about the excellent court vision? Just keeping the defense off balance.
Yeah, that was a sweet pass right there, setting up his teammate nicely, and that's really how you move the rock. Share that sugar, man. Share it.
There's the screen. Right against Bledsoe. Here's Swanigan. Again, the Magic score. Atlanta's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Moore with the bucket. Moore's got 4 points in the quarter.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, no let up. Killer instinct on display, trying to put this team away. I love the tenacity.
Here's Gordon. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. And if you're wondering where the points are coming from here tonight, here's a breakdown in the scoring between the front court and back court tonight for Atlanta.
And their guards have been the difference makers. This lead wouldn't be nearly as big as it is if it wasn't for that backcourt. Those guys have been running wild.
Orlando's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Mark, most great defenders are at the forward positions in the league right now.
Yeah, they are. And I tell you what, boy, you talk about Klay Thompson shooting, but defensively, he is actually, he's an instructional video, what he does defensively. He's strong, he's smart, he's disciplined, and he has tremendous lateral quickness. I don't know if there's a better defender at the wing position than Klay Thompson. I know Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is in the conversation, Tony Allen, but Klay Thompson gets my number 1 vote.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
And Evan Fournier out of France, an instinctive offensive player, Greg.
Yeah, favorite player growing up was Manu Ginobili, and you can see some similarities in their games. Fournier possesses long-range shooting, but also able to handle and put pressure on the D with the dribble.
Justin Holiday's checked in for Swanigan.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
The Magic shooting 36% in the second quarter. They really haven't found their rhythm yet offensively. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
And trailing in this game now is not the time to start playing conservatively. I mean, if you've got an open look from deep, let it go. I mean, you've got to play freely and with confidence.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And here we have an opportunity to check out Karl Anthony Towns. He's coming off an excellent season. 3rd in rebounding, 4th in three-point field goal percentage, and he was such a reliable option offensively, finishing in the top 10 in field goal percentage.
And as you said, a top 3 rebounder last season. He just seems to know how the shot's going to come off the rim, and he always hustles to get there. Great on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Wright outside. Gordon with the screen for Wright. So for the Magic, Vucevic comes in for Isaac, and Eula subbed in for Wright. Orlando's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. 17 seconds left in the second quarter. Ulis kicks to Gordon. He feeds it to Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Shoots a fader, and it's Vucevic missing. And here's Moore outside. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's Atlanta having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, you have scored very efficiently in the first half, so what has the mindset been? Well,
I've tried to stay aggressive when I have the ball and not to get baited into taking a bad shot. And as long as I keep attacking and not settling for the bad looks, then I'll be effective on the offensive end. So we have a great offense, as a team, and I'm just trying to do my part within it.
Well, you guys are working together, and it's paid dividends so far. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. You look at Dub in this game, he's been everywhere.
His points production thus far off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter where he is on the floor either, Greg. He's making it look very easy. He's looking to score the ball.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Hawks, we've got Prince. Towns is out there with Collins. Then there's Bledsoe, and it's Moore in at the 2. And Towns gets it to go.
Gaining a lot of poise in this area. Towns will make the mid-range jumper if you give it to him now.
Gordon with the screen for Wright. Wide open look. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
And it's Moore penetrating, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
I like the way they're sharing the ball, and Bledsoe right in the middle of spreading it around.
Feeds it to Wright. Right side, Gordon. Over Collins. And that one goes long.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And it's Orlando with the rebound. Right outside. Pass to Isaac for 3. Atlanta with the rebound. Towns has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Moore outside. Shoots over Fournier. Here's Prince. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Magic have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And it's Vucevic missing.
And, 1 for 4, not a good start. I mean, they got to play with a little more energy this half.
Towns, wide open. Hits the three-point bomb. Towns has got 5 points in the quarter. Orlando's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Moore against Fournier. Vucevic up top. Right outside. Gordon with a screen on Bledsoe. And right, here we go. And the rejection by Towns.
Tell you what, shooting 20% to start the second half doesn't bode well for how this will play out for this squad.
No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. Magic shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Pick by Vucevic. And Wright kicks to Vucevic. Trying to get back on track. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
And they're just playing fast and loose. Sometimes that'll burn you.
Can't afford these kinds of mistakes right now, Greg. It's as simple as that. And they're making it hard on themselves.
Davis is checked in for Atlanta. Orlando also making some changes. Mario Hezonja is checked in for Isaac. And Norman Powell subbed in for Fournier. And here is Powell. Banked in off the glass. Powell's got 6 points.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of ball.
Powell with the steal. Kicks it to Vucevic. knocks down the 3 ball. 7 points in the game.
Tremendous confidence on display from Vucevic. I mean, he's so good at shot preparation, readying himself before the pass arrives.
Bledsoe kicks to Moore. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Basically been all him. I mean, he scored most of the points himself.
Vucevic setting the pick for Wright. There's the feed to Gordon. Vucevic down low. Defended by Towns. Vucevic with the bucket.
Sometimes, quite simply, getting a hand in the face of Vucevic is not enough. He doesn't buckle when the defense tightens up.
And it's Moore penetrating. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
How about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff.
Yeah, right. I don't know how much weight that carries, Kevin.
Back to Vucevic. And the rejection by Towns.
Great timing on the block there. Towns helps affect winning in a lot of different ways.
Bledsoe kicks to Moore. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got 6 assists in the game. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Hawks.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, but also they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Another miss by Vucevic. Atlanta's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. And Clark, one thing you have to love about Towns is just how self-aware and humble he is. He's always looking to hone his game, and even when he puts up a big night, he can look at the tape and find something that he's got to improve on.
Yeah, that's admirable. His humility and his selflessness, being aware of what's going on, where he needs to get better, and that's part of why I think he's a leader on this team. He'll own his mistakes, and he also is owning his personal development and improvement. So the future's bright for this guy.
Powell with it, now defended by McCollum. Swatting in the pass to Hazania. He kicks it to Ulis. Shot clock at 5. There's the pick. Shot to stop the run. Tries again. Vucevic laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Vucevic has got 7 now in this quarter.
He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
Grant dishes to Davis. The pass to McCollum. Second chance effort, and Davis puts it in. Davis has got his first points in this one.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks able to put on a show for the ages. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And we'll be back with you shortly. Getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Magic shooting 40% from the field. On the court for Orlando, they've got Dragic, and it's Black in a power forward. Now here's Fournier. He's covered closely. Well, we know just how athletic the NBA has become since its inception. Clark, even from when you played, just how much faster and stronger has the game become?
I would say if we were going to try to put a percentage on it, I think it's grown 60-70% in terms of athleticism. And a lot of it is attributable to the training advances that have been made in sports science and sports medicine and sports performance. And that's benefited and aided the players greatly. And then you have players that have really bought into nutrition and year-round maintenance of their bodies and taking advantage of this technology to enhance performance. And then it becomes a herd mentality. More and more of the guys are doing it, and more of them are benefiting from this enhanced training. So I'd say it's at least 70% better than 30 years ago.
Tries it from the top of the key. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Holiday's got 9 points here in the second half. Atlanta's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Here's Bosch. Makes it off the glass.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Greg, the play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
And Holiday kicks to Fournier. Clark, as an analyst, do you feel you view the game drastically different from when you were in your playing days in college and the NBA?
Yeah, you know what, Kevin? I really do, because I've benefited from the different coaches we've had a chance to visit with over the years, and that's added to my perspective. And you tend to look at things differently when you're playing. I was always a student of the game, but clearly I think I've become a lot more analytical as an analyst, if that makes any sense.
Yes. Here's Moore, throws down the breakaway jam.
And how about the fast hands and then getting right out in transition?
Well, turning defense into offense, Greg. Outstanding effort there. Swiped it away with ease, and off they went.
Holiday, the pass to Reeves. Now, here's Fournier, guarded closely. Dishes it to Holiday. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Takes the 3. Eric Bledsoe's checked in for the Hawks. Eric Bledsoe. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Now, here's Fournier. T right on him. Passes to Reeves. And Clark, when you played the NBA with still mostly American players, now the game is truly global with players from all over the world. How do you think that has changed the NBA?
Well, I think it's enhanced the NBA's product on the floor because, again, you're getting the best players in the world that are competing in the NBA with the international influx. I think it's added to the global popularity of the league without question. The NBA is clear in that we're going far and wide across the globe to find the best players to play in the best league in the world, and I think that's healthy and good.
Moore against Holiday. Here's Bosch, and then Bosch with the jam.
And being that Bosch is 6'11", dunking comes easy. And once he's this close to the basket, he's ready to attack.
Now, here's Fournier. He's tightly guarded. They set the pick to end the drought. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Man, it's nice to watch how Fournier reads angles and defenses so well. I mean, that's a skill you can develop. Once he gets a pick, he knows how to cash in.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
Here's Dragic. Outside Holiday. He dishes it to Black. Outside Dragic. Just 5 on the clock. Puts up a 3. Here's Reeves. Drops in the layup for 2.
They've cashed in on a lot of second chance opportunities here in the second half. That extra effort will help them cut into this deficit.
And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so.
Yeah, and especially when he caps it off with the steady one-hand jam.
And Holiday kicks to Fournier. Holiday against Moore. Back to Fournier. Offline with his 3.
Boy, he's having a tough time right now. Seems like he's forcing his shot a bit to me, Kevin, not letting it come in the flow of the game.
Still attacking. clicking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
Yeah, he's clicking right now, and at the right time, too, Greg. I mean, playing with a bunch of confidence in this fourth quarter.
And recently, the NBA changed it so announcers for teams no longer get a vote in league awards. Not an easy decision for the league to make, Clark.
No, it wasn't an easy one, but I can understand that. There's always the potential for bias when you're associated with a particular team, but there's also some expertise that you no longer have now because of that rule. So it's a delicate balancing act, and I don't mind at least giving it a shot for the league to do it this way.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Outside Holiday. Here's Black to the middle. Here's Reeves, and it's sent back by Bosch. And so the ball out of bounds. Bosch touched it last. Davis is checked in for the Hawks. Sharon Grant comes in for Eric Bledsoe. Ulis is checked in for Orlando. Pass to Black. 6 on the shot clock. Dragic with it, and Bosch picks him up defensively to stop the run. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a tackle.
Near the three-point line, it's Moore. Shoots over Ulis. Off target. That was a little heat check. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And Clark, we know that players are evaluated in a historical perspective, largely by how many rings they have. Do you think that's a fair way to evaluate things?
I don't think you can solely evaluate an individual player in a team sport by the number of rings he's been able to win. Clearly, it can be part of the criteria, especially if you're talking about great players who have had similar careers. It can be a differentiator. But to me, it doesn't necessarily carry the weight that some people like to give it in evaluating players. Individual performance over time is what to me marks the hallmark of a player worthy of Hall of Fame consideration or being talked about being one of the greats in the game.
And there's the pass to Reeves. Here's Black. Over to the left wing. The wide open look here for Ulis. Offensive rebound. Reeves. And Davis sends it back. 1:30 left in the game. From deep, Moore. Black grabs the board. Well, Orlando shooting has been dreadful lately, around 28% here in the fourth.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Atlanta.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight, Greg. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Dub.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
Count it, good.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
As long as required, Greg. I mean, you can tell they want to put this thing to bed.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. There's the pick. Now, here's Ulis. He's covered by Grant. Elbow shot, and he nails the jumper.
Oh, Great awareness. No reason to take it inside there against the taller man.
Yeah, he knew he had him beat, Greg. I mean, that was clear. Took advantage of the space he had and then calmly and quietly drained it from the mid-range. That's good basketball.
And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
We saw at times just stretches of excellence, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. See you next time.
Let's go, baby.
DJ, fantastic game.
Thanks.
Listen, Kevin and the guys want to talk to you back at the studio. Right this way.
Let's do it.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Shaquille O'Neal to my right, Kenny the Jet Smith on my left, right here in the middle, I'm Ernie Johnson. And a chance now to head down to the locker room for our postgame interview.
Hey, this is Shaq. I want to say you look like one of the greats out there, how you played tonight. Whew. Did you feel like you were in complete control of everything going on in the game?
I mean, to be honest with you, Shaq, I don't ever feel like I'm in complete control, but I did feel like I had a great rhythm in the game. And, you know, sometimes when you hit the floor, everything just comes to you naturally, and you're able to make the most of every chance that you get, and that's how I felt tonight.
You felt good, you look good, you are good.
Thank you, brother.
And that's it for tonight, but we've got the entire new NBA season ahead of us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, I'm Ernie Johnson. We will see you again soon.
Clean up your fucking mess in the kitchen.